Hi Libra, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Quick disclaimers, these are general, they may or may not resonate. There's no time date on them, and of course, always follow your own intuition at the end of the day. Even if what I'm saying resonates, you'll always know what's best. So let's get started, see what we can get for all the Libras. Firefly, okay, I shuffled this and Crow. I shuffled this deck so much. Leo just got that, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo or you have Leo placements or, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do another shuffle. Like, what? And I shuffle this a lot. That is so strange. We're just gonna have to do more shuffles because that is just so bizarre. Okay. Let's try this again, Libra. Can I get a card for Libra this week? Let's see what's going on with all the Libras. Buffalo! Okay, wow. Keep the faith, Libra. Keep the faith! There's something about this week where I'm just feeling it now, where it just feels like my eyes are so watery. There is this sense of, you know, it's a little bit of a heavy reading this week, Libra. You sort of lost the rope. Your rope to reality is almost what I'm hearing. It's like, you know, you're not so certain of anything. You're very unsure. It's just this kind of like chaos, you know. I'm just hearing the lightning storm. And it's just like you're getting flung around. It's insane. Very chaotic this week, Libra. And normally that's not the energy I get from the Buffalo, but it's coming through so strong and so clear this week. There's a lot of hectic sort of, I mean, it could simply be inner turmoil, right? But I feel like it is being reflected in your 3D experience, right? In your consciousness. You might be dealing with an issue this week that's just, you know, causing you to go for a loop, really. Wow, okay, let's see what the thing is. Otter, okay. That's so strange, Libra. It's like person, place, or thing, whatever you're dealing with, you know, they've just been watching you, is what I'm hearing. They've just been, this is kind of my stalker card, I have to be honest, just because every time it looks like someone looking through a telescope. So I think, you know, I think what's sort of causing you to be all, you know, I don't even know how to describe this energy, Libra. It's just like you're in your opposite sign, Aries. It's very chaotic. It's very, you know, up is down, down is up, left is right, right is left. But, like, to be fair, that is true. It's just, there's this sense of insanity that's almost coming in. And I think it's because, okay, I'm kind of hearing it now. It's like, am I wrong about this thing? You know, there is this sense of, and I said it in the beginning, where it's like, keep the faith, you know? Even if you feel really lost right now and really confused and you're like, I have no idea what just happened to me. It's like, keep the faith, keep your, you know, head towards the sky, heart towards the earth, or I think that's the saying. And this person, place, or thing, whatever it is, it has been watching you for a while, and you've been watching it. There is this sense of turning your back on it. This is such a strange reading. Hyena. Oh my god, hyena and raccoon. So there's a lot of stuff you didn't see from before, right? It's almost like, oh geez. So I'm gonna be very careful how I say this. it's, if this is like a person you've been dating or dated, I don't know, it's something like that, there was a whole other side to them that you didn't see. You know, if this is like a house, you know, you buy a brand new house, everything looks nice, everything looks good, and then you get your first rainfall and all of a sudden you see there's mold everywhere and the plumbing's not working. It's like that, right? Similar to Scorpio reading I did a few weeks ago. It's this realization of, oh, there are a lot more problems here than I thought there were. And with Raccoon and Hyena, you can just tell these are shadowy cards, they're heavier. I feel like this person was hiding a lot from you, a lot of stuff they weren't saying, weren't expressing. And I'm kind of getting bitterness, you know, there's a lot of built up, not only from your side, but from their side, you know, because there was a lack of authenticity, Libra. There was a lack of, yeah, there's something missing. There was something that you didn't know. There was something that you couldn't see. And now you're kind of like, oh, really? There's just this sort of, yeah, peacock. Okay. There's a lot more ego coming up now. There's a lot of, you know, it's like this person almost would rather turn a blind eye to their own flaws than accept them. It's like, I'm perfect the way I am. Which, sure, everyone is, you know, like, it's not wrong to say that. Everyone's fine the way they are. Like, you will only ever be yourself, so you technically are perfect as yourself. But there's always room for improvement. And this person isn't, at least not right now. You know, as I'm filming this, as I'm doing this reading, this person is not willing to put in the work, you know? I don't even think they're willing to confront this right now. So let me see what's in the center. Fire ant. Okay. And for you, it's like, you know, Jonas Brothers burning up. You're really not having a good time with this. You are straight up not having a good time, Libra. And I think the issue is there's so much that it's almost like you're saying, I didn't sign up for this. You know? You're like, I signed up for, you know, I don't even have an example right now. It's like you bought a house that was, you know, really not that great, and now you're realizing it. There's a lot of stuff that it's, sorry, Libra, I just want to give you a hug, man. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's being brought into your scope, right? But I do want to say, Libra, keep the faith, you know, keep your head held high, keep pushing forward. This is a rough patch, and I think you will get through it. I don't think you're bringing them with you. I don't think they're coming with you through it, but you'll definitely get through it. And with Fire Ant in the center, definitely focus on what's being triggered for you. You know, because I feel like in these situations, it's so easy to start to point to the other person and start to place blame. You know, it's like, well, why didn't you tell me that? And it's like, if I had known this, I would have never done this. It's like that. But you need to focus on what you're doing, you know, how you got into this situation. What decisions did you make that led you here? Right? Because as much as we can throw blame on the peacock otter person and be like, yep, like it was you should have told me about this, why aren't you changing, why aren't you doing this, why aren't you doing that, it's that whole thing. If you've seen the movie Us by Jordan Peele, which is, I really like it, I think it's a good movie, there's that saying where it's like, you point one finger and 3 fingers point back, right? Every time you want to sort of critique someone or blame them, and blame is coming up here, it's the blame game. This is kind of what this reading feels like. It's like, who can place blame on who? which isn't fair because at the end of the day, you know, the only blame we should really be placing is on ourselves, you know, taking full responsibility for our decisions and our actions, regardless of other parties involved. Because, yeah, this person definitely, they hid something from you. Like, there's no doubt, there's something here that is just, for you, it's ridiculous. You're like, how did I not know about this? How did you not tell me? How could you not, whatever. But, you know, they could probably say the same thing about you. They could probably point the finger back. Whatever you're accusing them of or blaming, they could easily flip it. And this reading could be flipped. You know, you could be the person who's getting all the blame, and you're just like, what the heck, man? Like, I could say something about you too. And that's kind of the problem with the blame game, where and it's you're both of your backs are turned to each other. You know, the imagery says it all. But there's this thing in the center that's really eating you alive, Libra. It's just, I can feel it. It's getting you so upset and frustrated. But blaming the other person, you know, trying to change them, or even at this point, for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, even just trying to talk to this person and explain yourself isn't worth it, because they're not receptive. They're not going to... yeah, if someone's not receptive, it's not a good idea to go in and try to, you know, talk about this or have this conversation, because receptivity is key, you know, is just key to understanding and comprehension and all that. So I think this week, Libra, you kind of just have to ground yourself. You know, I wish I could give you a hug. You kind of just have to really sink in there, hold tight, hold on to yourself is really what I'm hearing, because by the end of this week, I feel like things will start to lighten up. You know, the Buffalo card promises it. It's almost like, even though things are rough right now, by the end, you will definitely be in a better place. And as I said, just question what sort of drew you to this person in the first place, you know? What were the steps that you took that got you where you are now? Because at the end of the day, everything happens for our betterment. Everything is a lesson, you know? We can learn so much from our mistakes. A mistake isn't really a mistake. It's your greatest learning opportunity. So when you adapt that sort of mindset, you'll start to pick out the more positive things in this, instead of just focusing on, you know, the thing that's clearly getting you so chaotic right now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the reading there, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure that by next week you will be having a way calmer week. And I hope, you know, regardless of all this heavy situation going on, I hope you have a really phenomenal week. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.